Attacks continue. Attacks continue. Attacks continue coming from next door, 5135 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. The game of manipulation. State insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. No witnesses. Okay. Pretty quiet in the neighborhood, but we did see community gang stalking on command signal. Community gang stalking. All right, this is the response after yesterday's white powder bag party at 5130 and 5132. This is the response. Uh, 7:51 p.m. March 23rd, 2026, Monday, 7:52 p.m. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. This is a murder plot. Over time, electronic harassment equals safety concerns of radiation levels, military-grade technology attacking the brain. For continuous surveillance of child endangerment, mailbox exchange of narcotics at 5132, 5130, next door 5135, and we also have 5139, which has a gunshot through the glass window basement, 5139. And let's not forget the dollar store owner selling narcotics directly from the store. Candy boxes. Okay, these are candy boxes targeting teenagers and children. Addiction is a very big part of state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. You can see the lights being directed at my window. See that? Those are the lights. And we also have the dollar store owner provoke confrontation of physical contact that they were depending on my reaction response to have me arrested and documented with a history of mental health issue illness. Okay. Still waiting. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Looks like Tunnel Cicero Police Department is keeping their distance. They're keeping their distance. They're keeping their distance, guys. They know who the boss is. They know exactly who the boss is. That's why I'm the target. I'm the perfect target. Yeah, that's right. Pretty quiet. All right. We're hoping to bring some type of awareness, justice. These are children involved, guys. And the reason the children are so involved and incorporated as far as the narcotics is to avoid suspicious activity. So please do your part and contact the proper government agencies. We already have a U.S. Marshal on February 27, 2026. Fake arrest, catch and release at 5130. And obviously we have the video footage that he is here. And no arrest was taken. But if you guys really want to find out, Google his license plates. Different vehicles, well documented on our social media platform. And of course, this on February 27, 2026, I was the intended arrestee. Okay? Grandma's back. That's right. And we have her on video. She's back. and she is working with her boyfriend. And obviously, senior citizens are involved to avoid any suspicious activity. Other than that, we have 5132 serving customers at an indoor recreational facility such as golf course. And his gray truck is nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen here. And the Martinez family are hiding. They're hiding. And on video, you guys saw homeowner Martinez walking. Her head was covered up and she's wearing dark glasses to cover up her identity. And this was an attack while watching TV, high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves. Okay, we had activity in the back alley. There we go. This is community gang stalking. Moving quickly through the alleys. I am behind enemy lines, plenty of second character witnesses. And I guess that's it. Going once, going twice. We're still waiting for police officers. Nope, no police officers. Remember, this is attacking the victim's psyche. That's the reason I'm being attacked. High frequencies that attack the victim's nervous system, and loss of coordination and accidents will happen. Bright light harassment. On and off switch. Using truck lights, mirrors, redirected from any glass, any shiny object, glare, flash, white background, accidents and death as well. Electromagnetic field waves. Equal exposure from microwave oven, x-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line. Very deadly over time. Safety concerns, of course, radiation levels. Okay, we have a vehicle here. Looking for parking. Let's see. Looking for the perfect parking space. Let's see. Okay. Looking for the perfect parking space there. We are waiting. Everything looks pretty quiet. Everything looks pretty quiet, guys. So far, so good. You know it's so quiet? Well, you know why it's so quiet? Because of me. That's right. I am a public servant. I'm the one that keeps law and order here. The only criminal activity going on here is law enforcement. Okay? Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, waiting, standing by. Set up traps. False police reports, arrest, court dates, order of protection. Document a history of mental health issue illness. This is how they're able to avoid any suspicious activity of long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues, or radiation levels. So they're pretty quiet. And the reason it's so quiet, we had a little community gang stalking as soon as I approached the window. But the reason it's so quiet is because they understand the power of social media and the gravity of the situation. On video, the children were running. Okay? On video, the children were running. They were instructed to run to avoid our surveillance. When you run, that makes you suspicious. That makes you a suspect. And when you are manipulating children to run, hide, and they have no idea what's going on, that's even worse. Okay? Manipulation of children is at stake here. And the children are innocent. Teenagers are innocent. And addiction is a very big part of state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. We have here homeowner Martinez family friend. Right here. This is the game of manipulation. Homeowner Martinez family friend on video. Girlfriend and homeowner Martinez family friend's son, girlfriend. This vehicle was brought and paid for with this type of criminal activity money. And now they own done for life. These are young. This is a young female, and obviously it's called the game of manipulation because homeowner Martinez's wife has the same make and model vehicle right there. Okay, same make and model vehicle, and it's they don't live here. They live way over there. Well documented on a social media platform. And they're instructed to park here as an act of defiance, unity, and provocation. Provoke confrontation is a very big part in eye contact and creating family conflict to have the victim arrested. That's right. And documented. All right? Mental health issue illness. So the game of manipulation continues. And you saw as soon as I approached the window, the instructions are being given directly from next door, 5135. Now, the backup car alarm van is used periodically. You guys can hear it and watch the videos over and over again, different scenarios, but they're not really harassing me, to be honest with you. They're harassing this nice family that just moved in. Okay? This nice family, they're displaying beautiful Easter. They display all the holidays. Okay? But these are nice people. Very nice people. And animal lovers. Okay? These are my type of people. And I feel sorry for them because they are getting the full trauma, the full force. Even though they're not being targeted directly, they are. Okay? Why? Well, the community gang stalking. Using fireworks and the backup alarm right against their windows. Okay? They don't have special windows that they can just ignore this backup alarm. This backup alarm is being continuous, and the community gang stalking is continuous. Motorcycles, it's continuous. Tennessee police officers flashing and setting off their sirens continuously. So they're getting the full throttle of, they're being, in other words, they're getting the target experience. Okay? So I feel sorry for them. They just moved in. That's a nice little house, and you can see how happy they are. And that is not right. And this is a disregard for public safety by Tennessee officials and Larry Dominic, clearly involved in criminal activity of state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. These poor people here. And let me tell you, Morton High School student that was shot, okay? Our condolences to the family. That did not have to happen, guys, okay? I'll tell you why. If you look closely on that day that the teenager was shot, all the police officers were attacking me psychologically, just going around in circles, parking in front, just like the U.S. Marshal fake catch and arrest on February 27, 2026. Just like the fiasco before that, February 26, with Tennessee officials. Tennessee officials taking a picture of me from across the street, and the U.S. Marshal taking a picture of me. Okay? So they are working right next door, 5135 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. They're working periodically, strategizing daily plan attacks. And you guys just witnessed homeowner Martinez, full face cover up, and glasses. And obviously, I was supposed to surprise advantage once I approached the window as far as the attacking the brain electronically. And obviously, I didn't respond. I went to my room and I started uploading videos, but her intentions were very clear. Okay? She is driving the vehicle registered in Village of Pilsen. She is making periodic deliveries of narcotics. Next door is also a trap house. They keep it under lock and key. Remember, that's the reason for the U.S. Marshal, February 27th, 2026. As far as fake arrests, catch and release father and son. Okay? No search warrant, no canine, no child protective agencies on board. And this was a distraction. So it's documented that they didn't find anything, okay? That way, social media outlets were looked the other way. That way, government agencies were looked the other way. And that's how Thomas Cicero is above the law at this point, okay? So we're going to continue our documentation. And you saw, as soon as I approached the window, you saw the reaction and response. As soon as I approached the window right here, you saw what happened. You saw the flash. You saw the flash. And obviously, this is organized crime right next door. It's a hit squad as well that we have on our social media platform, driving a SUV on our social media platform early. But Melo Greco, main proprietor of 5132, and his nephew and his family members, they moved out. They moved out. There we go. Community gang stalking. They moved out as soon as they found out of my bleeding on my brain by University of Illinois. Okay? So that's why the first floor is vacant. And it's going to continue being vacant until they have me react to the game of manipulation. The game of manipulation is their safety cushion. They need for me to comply. They need for me to respond. That's why so much time, effort, strategizing, and law enforcement is being implemented to see if I respond. The electronic harassment, it doesn't affect me as a newbie, but the safety concerns are very, very deadly. Okay? This is the brain. If you want to get rid of somebody, you attack the brain electronically. All right, everything will be documented, and we're going to move forward. Please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, January 8th, 2025, last year. I filed a petition with a tax preparer tax evasion regarding 5132. Once again, the person in charge of 5132 is making periodic deliveries at an indoor recreational facility golf course. And there's the umbrella harassment right there, right on time. There we go. We got him. So that is also our bait, focus, follow, attention span. The strategizing continues. Let's see where he's going to park. Oh, he kept going. So most likely he will be coming back. That is surprise. Remember, they're very aware of my location and activities, instructions given on command signal. So he will be making periodic rounds. And that's the peekaboo. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see the difference. They're utilizing neighbors rather than police officers now. See, they're changing it up because the police officers obviously do not want to jeopardize, especially after the U.S. Marshal, February 27, 2026. Especially after last night, the white powder bag party of narcotics involving children. Okay, so this is big. All right, so that's it for us, guys. Contact Child Protective Services, and please contact Internal Revenue Services January 8th, 2025, regarding 5132. 5132 is the main headquarters. That's why we are targeting 5132. It's a double lap, okay? We're no longer showing the information on this resident because we're trying to follow community family guidelines. We've been asked not to show that. So we won't be showing no addresses anymore, guys, okay? All right, that's it. Our information is on social media platform. Is there for public service. All right, that's it. Monday, March 23rd, 2026, 8:10 p.m. Okay, very quiet. And there's a reason for that. And you saw the bright light harassment of that vehicle, well documented. All these individuals participating in the game of manipulation, they seem like nice people. okay? Very cordial, well-spoken. They keep to themselves. There's been a couple of provoked confrontation, but it's all social acting. That's why I don't take it seriously, because that's what it is. It's social acting. If I were to take it seriously, I would not be here, okay? I say hi and bye to everybody. I get along with everybody, but look at my friend Carlos. He's always participating, and he's a good friend of mine with Letty. And they own the protein shake, and he's the one with the white vehicle always passing by. Him and his wife, Letty. But I don't take it seriously. I say hi and bye. I shook his hand, and that's it. That's why it's called the game of manipulation. And I always tell organized crime, don't be mad at the player. Be mad at the game, okay? Just because I play the game a little better than they do, they get mad at me, okay? But we're here as a public servant, and I love what I do, okay? I would not be here if I did not, okay? But I do it because I can, I care, and I want to make a difference. So get on board, guys. I'm telling you, this is history in the making. Hollywood, here I come. Well, I won't be here I may not be here to enjoy the fruits of my labor, guys. Because remember, if you place a glass jar full of water, and you target the glass jar, electronic harassment, the high frequencies sooner or later will make the water jump out. And if it's high enough, it will shatter the glass. So just think of what happens to the brain vessels. The brain vessels will cause brain hemorrhaging, okay? It will cause bleeding over time. It will heal, but it was going to create a blood clot. This is dry blood that cuts off the oxygen over time. Silent, incoherent victims. Nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. This conversation took place with my doctor at Oak Street Health, Dr. Augustine, and he advised me that I was okay, that the bleeding stopped. Once he read my MRI and my CAT scan, and obviously the Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, he panicked with his family, and we had them on video, moving out quickly, the very next day, on video. But before they moved out, it was pre-planned that they have a signed contract with the Martinez family right next door. They have a signed I am behind enemy lines. We have the very important person that owns this property where the dollar store owner resides, and the small businesses, including the white utility work van that's always using the backup alarm, harassing these poor people that just moved out. Look at, they are getting the full throttle of the attack rather than me, because that is a parking lot, and it echoes, and they are animal lovers, okay? So animals, they're very sensitive to noises. So you can imagine how these poor dogs that they have, they get, sooner or later, they will get traumatized. They will be nervous, and they're going to be reacting in a different way. This changes animals in a certain way. That's called animal abuse, okay? That is animal abuse. But, and these individuals, these new neighbors that we have, I gave them my information as soon as they moved in, okay? As soon as they move in. So they are up to date. I told them to follow me on Facebook, and I told them about my 10K YouTube channel. So we are a public servant, and they have our information and what they want to use. If they want to move forward and do anything, that's up to them. But I want to make sure they understand they are behind enemy lines. Okay, and they're probably the only family in the area so far that organized crime has not been able to reach and place them in their pocketbooks. There's a lot of, I understand what hardship is, okay? I'm walking around with a shopping cart. But a lot of people in this area, they will fall victim to playing the role of catfish, playing the role of community gang stalking. All right, so that right there that you see right there is very common. They leave the lights on. See that? They leave the lights on. And this is our neighbors. These are neighbors instructed to do so. They're parked a certain way. And this is catfish, bait, focus, follow, attention span. And reason? Well, they're trying to see if they can keep me by the window long enough because my ex-wife should be arriving shortly. And that's to create family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger. That's why you don't see no one coming out of the vehicle. And the vehicle is just going to stay there until instructed otherwise. See that? So this right here is social acting, catfish, bait, focus, follow, attention span. Now we have vehicles driving with no lights. See that? You can see the difference here. This is very clear intentions behind that. Okay? So we also have the female at 5130 with the red four-door Jeep. We uploaded the video a couple times using her car alarm. Okay? Her car alarm was used. There we go. Tunnel Central Police Department harassment on video. There we go. So remember, I am being subjected to lethal high-level frequencies, and the police officers think that I'm going to respond. That's the reason they are moving so slowly in the area. See that? They're making periodic... remember, the police officers in the area are waiting to see how I respond to the game of manipulation. That's why that vehicle right there was instructed to keep the lights on, and shortly after, the police officer showed up. In my case, Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, rifle arm tattoo, waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrest, court dates, order of protection, document a history of mental health issue illness to avoid long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues or radiation levels. Okay? So, that's pretty much it. So the police officers made their presence. This is the defiance that they had. Right after the U.S. Marshal, February 27th, 2026, catch and release, father and son, 5130. Okay, the police officer just passed by Monday, March 23rd, 2026, at 8:18 p.m. Once again, this is another reason why the Morton High School student, on that fateful day, our condolences to the family. Hopefully we can bring them some type of answer to what happened that day. These police officers are constantly going around harassing me while going grocery shopping, while returning back from grocery shopping, waiting for me in the alley, while taking 54 Cermak Pink Line Transit Authority train, while riding on the bus, riding right aside of me. This is all attacking the victim's psyche, of course. Based on psychological warfare books, The Art of War, The 48 Laws, The Centennial, Mind Games, Community Gang Stalking, Bright Light Harassment, Creating Family Conflict, Provoke Confrontation. Okay? And you can clearly see the intention behind this vehicle here, being instructed to just sit there with the lights on, and this is called the game of manipulation for this reason. Okay? So the vehicle is still waiting there on command signal. Okay? And we are still waiting here. Monday, March 23rd, 2026, 8:20 p.m. Okay? You can clearly see the intention behind that. See that? Still there. Still there. Real quiet. Community gang stalking? Community gang stalking going twice? Anything? I guess not. Are we done? All right, we're going to stay right here and see if there's any movement. other than that. Let's see if we can see any movement. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Our little community gang slacking. Our little community gang slacking. At 8:21, our little community gang slacking. Going once, going twice. Moving on. I guess we're done. Going once, going twice. Are we done? Our little community gang slacking. Okay, going once, going twice. I guess that's it. Nope. Anything? Anything, guys? I don't know. The vehicle's still waiting there. Waiting for the command signal. Waiting for the command signal. I'm trying to see if that's a neighbor waiting for somebody, but they are taking a while. It could be. But remember, they're being instructed to just sit there and wait. So we shall see. I don't see nothing. Pretty quiet. All right. The Candyman is parked over there as well with his red. Okay, here we go. Looks like he is moving his vehicle a little more. Oh, look at what we have here. Look who appeared. We have the small vehicle, organized crime family employee, arriving, and I guess he was waiting for him. Okay, so that is a customer waiting for organized crime family employees with the small vehicle at 5130. Okay, so that's what's taking place now. And I guess there's going to be activity of a pickup. There's going to be activity of a pickup very shortly. Okay, that just happened right now. Oh, anything else? Nope. I guess they're going to be there for quite some time. So we shall see. They just got here. So I guess we just arrived to the party at 8:23 p.m. March 23, 2026, Monday. Okay. We just arrived to the party. Now they're going to leave their lights on as well. See that? So both vehicles have their lights on. This is a signal to law enforcement. And you guys just witnessed law enforcement passing by to make sure they're undisturbed. Okay? This is a designated area for crime activity of this sort. Okay? And that's pretty much it. Yeah. I guess that's it. Alright, we're going to continue uploading videos. And once again, ex-wife should be arriving shortly. Can't be... Oh, the vehicle has been instructed to move now. Okay, let's see. That's the vehicle right there. Okay? So obviously, it is involved in criminal activity and was instructed to move on command signal, and we were able to capture the information right in front and back as it drove by. Okay? This is instruction given on command signal, and the vehicle has been on video now. Okay? Military grade technology, very aware of my location and activities, instruction given on command signal. Now, these individuals here, they're going to continue leaving their lights on. Okay, you can see that. Oh, okay. Looks like the door is opening. Oh, okay, here we go. I guess they gave up. I guess they gave up. They didn't put too much of a fight. Okay, I guess they're calling it the day. See that? That it really didn't work out in their favor at all, guys. See that? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Another vehicle participating in the catfish. And that's pretty much it. Okay. This individual is searching for something that probably is not there. He gets the door open. Okay, so he is looking for something. Okay, looks like he found it. Looking around. Okay, and I guess that's it. I guess that's it. So, it was a lot of mumbo gumbo jumbo. And at the end, they decided just to let it go. At the end, they decided just to let it go. I told you, they know who the boss is. There's a reason why I'm here, guys, okay? And there's a reason why the police officer passed by. Okay, there we go. I guess he's having a hard time finding, okay, because it is dark for a reason. There we go. No eye contact this time. He has broken his routine, okay? That's self-incrimination. That's called the walk of shame, okay? Now he's going to turn on the second floor. That's where he lives at. The lights will be turned on very shortly. He lives on the second floor, 5130. And he was instructed to park on this side as an act of provocation. Remember, they were trying to manipulate me to go outside and engage with them. And the police officers, of course, in my case, Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrests, court dates, order of protection, document a history of mental health issue, illness. Okay? So right now he's in there, but he is walking in the dark. Okay? He's been instructed not to turn on the lights. So his resident, as far as if he lives on the first or second floor, won't be noted. It's already documented, guys. So you might as well let the individual turn on the lights before he has an accident. There we go. There we go. So we have vehicles participating here and there, but that's pretty much it. Okay? All right. That's pretty much it, guys. So that's what we got. This is a daily occurrence, 8:29 p.m., March 23rd, 2026. And that's pretty much it. Okay? So once again, this is our new neighbors that are getting the full throttle of harassment. Okay? They have nothing to do with this. I should be targeted solely. But that's a shame that they have to go through this. They just moved in, and this is the welcome by Thomas's Road officials and law enforcement involved in criminal activity of state insurance policy fraud and disregard for public safety, guys. Okay? So, what can I say? And obviously, they're not animal lovers, because if they were, they would be considerate that animals have very sensitive ears. Okay? And that parking lot right there is just going to echo each time the backup alarm is set. Each time there's fireworks. Each time there's community gang stalking and motorcycles passing by. Each time the police officers are instructed to turn on the sirens and flashing lights. Social acting. That's right, police officers. Okay? Each time the U.S. Marshal decides to make a fake arrest, catch and release, shutting down the street, okay, to avoid external government agencies from taking a hard look at the corruption, narcotic, and child abuse. That's right. So this is big. This is big, guys. All right. So we were able to capture this on video, and I hope it's gonna. If you didn't make up your mind yet, hopefully this will. Okay. So we're trying to make a difference here, guys. There's a reason why these lights are directed directly at me. At me. All right. That's it. Moving on. 8:31 a.m., March 23rd, 2026, Monday. The individual still being instructed not to turn on the lights on the second floor. What does that mean? Well, self-incrimination. Okay? He usually turns on the lights as soon as he comes in. All right? And we have him on video as far as in the passenger side seat of a van. Obviously, a Thomas Cicero official, okay, with flashing lights, okay, at early at 2:30 in the morning, okay. This is a customer of Thomas Cicero official involved in narcotics, okay. So this is big. He just got real quiet. Let's see. Are we done here, guys? Anything else? Anything else? What else you got? We want to hear the dog barking on command signal. Any more police officers going once, going twice? How about another U.S. Marshal fake catch and release February 27, 2026? That's Friday. Another one like that. Can you do that? Do that? All right. All right, that's it for us, guys. Ex-wife should be arriving. Obviously, there's not going to be any action tonight. That's their last attempt. They will be waking up early for the narcotics to continue poisoning our community. So, I guess they stopped. All right. The other store owner is there. He has changed his vehicle. That's his vehicle right there. And he is selling narcotics directly from inside the store, guys. Okay? Children and teenagers. Why? It isn't a state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. The younger the victim, the bigger the payoff. And with the narcotics, it just makes it easier to manipulate the victims. Okay? All right, then we're moving on. 8:33 p.m., March 23rd, 2026, Monday. Get involved. Town Cicero Police Department, harassment again.